Today, we're going to be talking about stop and think. Did you know that students need 2 minutes of reflection for every 10 minutes of instruction? That's 2 minutes of reflection for every 10 minutes of instruction. So, today we're going to be talking about a great strategy for reflection. It's called stop and think. So, what in the world is stop and think? Stop and think allows your students a few minutes to kind of absorb and process and really think about what they've just learned. So, when are you going to use it? You may use it after you've just read a book to the class. You may use it after students have studied a source, or you may use it after you've had a discussion. So let's talk about what it looks like. This is going to be a quick opportunity for students to reflect on what they've just learned. So you may do something like a think, pair, share, where students talk and share with a partner what they've just learned or what's their big takeaway from the instruction. It may be a chance to write or draw in students' interactive notebooks or journals. And it could also simply be a whole class discussion where maybe as the teacher, you're taking notes on a chart tablet. So, what kind of supports are your students going to need to do this, or are they going to need supports? You may want to consider using something like a talking table tent, like what you see on the screen, or possibly a graphic organizer like the See, Think, Wonder with what's the same and what's different. Remember to check out Georgia Inspire for more ideas. So, what if you want to take it up a notch? Let's take a look at what that might look like. If you're wanting to take it up a notch and really up your game, you could have your students reflect independently in one of the ways that we talked about earlier. Maybe it's through thinking, maybe it's through writing or drawing an interactive notebook or journal, but they're going to come up with a couple of ideas or really big takeaways to remember. Then they're going to reflect with a partner. The two partners are going to come together and they're going to talk about their big takeaways together. What did they have that was the same? What did they have that was different? Then they're going to get together with some more partners and reflect with a group. With the group combined, what do they have that they all took away from that instruction or from that learning? And then lastly, you're going to all come back together as a class to reflect. You're going to combine what everyone remembered. This is a great chance for an intentional review and also just to remind students about what they've talked about, help them get really confident and firm in their learning. So if I were doing this with young students, I would be writing on the chart tablet, kind of working as the scribe. This would be my shared or interactive writing activity for the day, and I would be writing down their reflections because we know that students need 2 minutes of reflection for every 10 minutes of instruction. Thank you so much for joining us today. We would love for you to join us on Godot Community or in our Facebook communities. You can get there by scanning the QR code on your screen. You can also reach out to me through email, and I will look forward to talking to you soon.